This is where I interview people that I've had lunch or dinner with, not just anyone, but people that are living the whole food, plant-based lifestyle and have had amazing results. We're going to keep these short. They'll come out every Wednesday, and the purpose is to show how the whole food, plant-based lifestyle can benefit anyone. Today we have my friend AJ, Chef AJ. How long have you been whole food, plant-based?
45 years, 7 months, and 8 days.
But who's counting?
Who's counting, right?
What caused you to become whole food?
I was a freshman at the University of Pennsylvania in 1977. I was studying to be a veterinarian, but instead I became a vegetarian. And the reason is the first day on the job working for the veterinarian, he handed me a tank of live salamanders. And he said he needed me to cut all of their heads off, decapitate them. And I'm like, why? He goes, well, I'm doing protein lens regeneration experiments in the amphibians, and they take up too much room. We just need the eye. So I cut the head off one salamander, and I never ate another animal again.
Really?
Really, truly.
You went from salamanders to all animals.
Salamander to all animals.
Okay.
Yeah, it resonated with me. I probably would have been vegan sooner, but I was born to a Jewish mother in Chicago before we heard about Neil Barnard and where will you get your protein. But even as a child, I couldn't, it's kind of interesting when you're Orthodox Jewish or when you're Jewish, because we didn't eat things like shellfish, clams, crabs, oysters. We didn't eat milk with meat, so we didn't eat pepperoni pizza or cheeseburgers, never ate bacon. So it wasn't like I ate a lot of meat or types of animal products growing up, but I never could eat anything with a bone. Like if my mother tried to serve me chicken with a bone or a rib, I couldn't eat it. I could eat like tuna fish.
Did you ever get hung up on cheese like a lot of people?
I was so fortunate that I'm allergic to dairy. So that sugar, that's another story. But I never had a problem with cheese because I'm allergic to dairy and it just made me so sick.
Yeah. So what benefits have you received from being on this lifestyle?
Meeting great friends, number one. Just mainly that I know that I'm living my life in a manner that does no harm to my own body, to the animals, and to the planet. And also I was able to reverse precancerous polyps that I had in my sigmoid colon. I was able to lose extra weight. I've lost 50 pounds and kept them off.
Yes, I've seen you in your porkier days.
In my portly days. Zoptig is what we say.
Zoptig, yes, that's right. That's Jewish.
But what's funny though? As heavy as I thought I was, and I was obese according to the numbers, everybody looks like I would fit right in right now. Nobody would even consider me really overweight if I was still that weight now.
And do people, Dottie, my lovely wife standing behind the camera, she thinks I'm too thin. And I keep telling her that people have fat eyes.
I think we develop our worldview of what's normal by what we see around us.
Yes, that's true.
If 3/4 of Americans are overweight or obese, those that aren't, we look different and we look odd. Also, I think because Dottie maybe knew you a bit heavier, and I think if somebody's always been thin, like my husband Charles, nobody goes up to him and says you're too skinny.
Yeah.
But if you change your weight, then all of a sudden, you must have cancer, you must be on drugs, because people know it's so hard to actually lose weight that if you've done it, there must be something wrong.
Now, do you miss any of the food that you used to eat?
No, not
Good
now.
Answer.
No, none of the food. But let me say this: there were some things I ate that were vegan that I feel I was addicted to. That at first it was hard to give up, like Coke Slurpees, for example.
Yeah.
I don't miss them anymore. I think even just the chemical smell would not go well with me. But no, not now. There's nothing I miss. I mean, once in a while I get I think boy, it'd be nice to have a piece of black licorice, which I could do because it's vegan. I don't want too much for my jaw. But no, I really don't miss anything because I love my food so much. You've come to my potlucks. We eat so well. What's there to miss?
Yes.
You were there the other night. I mean, there was 4 desserts. I mean, there's nothing to miss.
And I had 4 of them.
We kept bringing them out one after the other.
Yes. Have you ever been tempted to fall off the wagon, so to speak?
Not for animal products, I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah.
But every now and then you might smell a piece of bread or something that's maybe vegan, but maybe too rich for my genes to keep me this slender. Maybe now and then you'll have a smell or a memory, but not really, because like I said, I make sure that everything I eat I love. Mm-hmm. So I don't sacrifice in any meal.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, how about a little behind the scenes info? Give us a little history a short history of yourself and how you got started doing you, because I know you do a lot of
Yeah.
YouTubes.
So it was unintentional. I always had a YouTube channel for about 10 years, but I would post maybe one short video a week. When the pandemic started, or at least shall I say the day that our governor in California said we had to shelter in place, which was March 20th of the year 2020, I did a live. I thought I was going live to my Facebook group, my
Hmm.
private group. I had gotten this new technology called Restream, and I pushed the wrong button and actually went live on YouTube. There was like 600 people watching, which is really good for a live, especially
Yes.
when I didn't even have a guest at the time. And it seemed like people very early on wanted this sense of connection. A lot of people were home. So I started going live every day to create that sense of connection, but it got bored hearing myself talk. So I'd call some of my friends at True North. I go, hey, you want to come on? I didn't even have a show then, and it became a show. And people
Sure.
started writing, can I come on your show? And I'm like, what show? And now 1,500 episodes and 3 years later, I guess I have a show and we do it every day. You've been
Yes,
on twice.
I
You've got some
have.
great views.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
It was all the interviewee. Now, if you could just give a suggestion to someone that's about to start or thinking about start or have done it, what would it be? Thank you.
Just like Dr. Doug Lyle says, do an experiment. Don't say to yourself, I'm never going to eat XYZ again. Don't set the bar so high that you think you have to be perfect. There's a holiday called Lent that's 40 days. Many people on that 40-day period give up something that they really love, coffee, chocolate. Just say for a period, half of Lent, 21 days, 3 weeks, I'm going to do my best to follow a whole food plant-based diet without oil, with as little sugar and salt as possible. Just try it. See how you feel. You can always go back to what you're eating. So that's what I would say. And if you can only do one thing, at least stop dairy. That would be an important thing to do.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. Now we can eat.
Yes.
We don't do it on camera. Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
everybody. Take advice from this guy.